We're gonna get started in 1 minute. Hold on. Alright, let's get started. What was that I just heard? Whatever. But anyway, this looks like the remaining precipitation from overnight. But that's not why I'm streaming again today. And you're about to find out why. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. On IEM again, and here's why. The newest area forecast discussion issued at 4:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this one says, what has changed? Winter weather advisories canceled for this morning. Little to no additional snow accumulation today. Given increased confidence in a high-impact storm, Winter Storm Watch expanded to include all of southern New England. I mean, even I gotta prepare for tomorrow night. Thinking that the highest snow totals will be along the southeast of the I-95 corridor, with slightly lower amounts farther inland. Blizzard conditions are possible near the coast, as well as Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts. High Wind Watch consolidated into Winter Storm Watch with a mention of possible blizzard conditions. Key messages. Light snow showers continue today with little additional accumulation expected. A strong coastal storm will likely bring periods of significant impacts to much of the region Sunday afternoon to Monday night. The area of higher snowfall and greatest impacts is still somewhat uncertain, but a widespread high impact event appears more like the latest forecast cycle. This key message 1. Light snow showers continue today. Light snow showers continue today with little additional accumulation expected. Light snow showers are expected to continue through mid-morning today as an inverted trough remains over New England. However, the dendritic growth zone will dry out through this morning, leading to poor new growth potential. Expecting very minor accumulations, if any, this morning, with northeastern Massachusetts likely to see the highest additional totals. Key message 2. A strong coastal storm likely brings a period of significant impacts to much of the region Sunday afternoon to Monday night. The area of high snowfall and greatest impacts is still somewhat uncertain, but a widespread high impact event appears more likely for the latest forecast cycle. Deterministic and several models have come into better agreement with the power coastal low slated to impact the region Sunday afternoon into Monday night. The increasingly implied trends of the last few model cycles have been driven by a much stronger downstream ridge. This change resulted in a quicker evolution of the upper level of trough for Sunday afternoon from a neutral / positive tilt over the Ohio Valley on previous runs to more of a negative tilt transposed several hundred miles east over the mid-Atlantic on more recent runs. With these changes to the upper air pattern, models have advertised solutions much closer to the coast. Consensus in guidance shows a more classic northeaster track with low pressure emerging off Cape Hatteras sunny evening and rapidly deepening as it passes through the 40 N / 70 N benchmark. I mean, 40 N / 70 W benchmark Monday afternoon. Some guidance even shows the service low getting captured by deep upper level Monday morning, which would result in a track inside a benchmark. Fortunately, these trends have helped greatly reduce track variability amongst the deterministic guidance in assemblage. The GFS and NEM continue to show the most extreme solutions with a track inside the 40 N / 70 W benchmark, while the ECMWF and Canadian have a track closer to the benchmark itself. So, while it is great to see better agreement in the synoptic details, the next forecast hurdle will determine where the heaviest snow will fall. Given that we are still 2 to 3 days away, we aren't quite in the range to start nailing down mesoscale features like bending or location of heaviest snowfall. I need to be better. I really need to be better. Anyway, however, there are several synodic clues that hint a dynamic short-term forecast ahead. As with most deep cyclones, this powerful coastal storm will feature a trough of warm air in the loft. TRO draw walls help to increase frontogenesis and create banded precipitation patterns. Temperatures in this layer will rise to above 0 Celsius, helping to drive what will likely be some heavy bands of snow. The exact placement of these bands will depend on subtle differences in the track of the low center. Here, a change of even 25 to 50 miles could mean significant adjustments to the location of any one mesoscale band. A look at the model soundings confirms the risk for areas of heavy snow with deep dendritic growth zone collocated with strong vertical motion. Snow ratios will suffer somewhat with a combination of a strong low-level jet, fracturing dendrites, and marginal temperatures at the coast Monday afternoon. Another facet of this storm, or facet, how do you say that, will be a period of strong to damaging winds Monday. Storms of this magnitude usually have a strong low jet, but it is less common to also have a thermodynamic environment that allows winds aloft to readily mix to the surface. Looking at 70 to 80 kilometer, looking at 70 to 80 knot low jet money that will pair with steep low-level lapse rates to bring widespread strong to damaging winds. Confidence is highest across central zones where the NBM has a 50 to 70% chance for wind gusts over 50 miles per hour for much of southern Rhode Island and coastal/southeast Massachusetts. Given the trends in increased confidence, we expanded the winter storm watch to include the rest of the CWA. The latest NBM has a 50% chance of greater than 6 inches of snow all the way up to New Hampshire border. Also mentioned is chance for blizzard conditions for much of southern Rhode Island, southeast Massachusetts, and the Cape and Islands, where there is higher confidence in over 3 hours of blizzard conditions. Consolidated the Highway Watch headline into the Winter Storm Watch with the mention of the blizzard conditions. Onset of the snow looks to be sometime Sunday afternoon into the evening hours with a peak snowfall rates later Saturday night into Monday before snow tapers off Monday evening. It's possible dry air onset could cause snow to hold off until Monday. Sunday depicted toward end of 12-kilometer NEM run, so it's also not out of the question that the bulk of the snow could fall during the day Monday. Finally, high astronomical tides Monday to Tuesday brings the potential for minor to moderate coastal flooding along the eastern Massachusetts coast, depending upon timing of highest surge. Surge guidance in pattern recognition suggests that a 3-foot surge around high tide early Monday morning and again early Tuesday morning, which could bring the water level to over 6 feet in Nantucket Harbor and 13.5 feet in Boston. Although wave impacts along the coastline will result in greater impacts as well as coastal erosion, keep in mind large pressure falls would also add to the water level. Then, of course, it says here, aviation forecaster confidence levels. Low, less than 30%. Today, moderate confidence. CIGS gradually improved to MVFR/VFR late morning to early afternoon. Snow showers mainly into the afternoon, especially across western Massachusetts and Connecticut, with light accumulations expected. Tonight, Sunday, moderate confidence, mainly MVFR, with brief improvement to VFR this evening into Sunday morning. KPOS terminal. Moderate confidence in TAF. BOS means Boston, by the way. KBDL terminal confidence in TAF. BDL likely means Bradley, Connecticut. Yeah. Yeah. The outlook for Sunday night through Wednesday. Sunday night, mainly IFR with local VFR possible. Strong winds with gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Chance of snow. Monday night. No. Was I mean Monday? Mainly IFR with areas of VFR possible. Strong wind gusts up to 55 knots. Snow. Monday night, mainly VFR with local MVFR possible. Strong with wind gusts up to 50 knots. Chance of snow. Tuesday and Tuesday night. VFR breezy. Wednesday, mainly VFR with local IFR possible. Chance of snow. And of course, the marine forecast confidence levels. High confidence. Rough seas will linger a while longer offshore than the developing coastal low as outlined above is expected to bring dangerous marine conditions later Saturday into Monday night. Outlook. Saturday through Wednesday. Sunday night, gale force winds with gusts up to 45 knots. Rough seas up to 17 feet. Snow and rain. Areas of visibility 1 nautical mile or less. Monday, moderate risk for storm force winds with gusts up to 55 knots. Rough seas. Rough seas up to 24 feet. Snow and rain. Visibility 1 nautical mile or less. Monday night, lowest for storm force winds. With wind gusts up to 55 knots. Rough seas up to 24 feet. Chance of snow. Local visibility 1 nautical mile or less. Tuesday, low risk for small craft advisory winds with wind gusts up to 25 knots. Rough seas up to 13 feet. Tuesday night, winds less than 25 knots. Seas up to 5 feet. Wednesday, winds less than 25 knots. Areas of seas approaching 5 feet. A chance of rain with a slight chance of snow. And this is it for the area forecast discussion. And now, let's just read the second update. Winter, like the first one? The first one says winter storm watch in effect from Sunday afternoon through Tuesday morning, with the primary hazards, blizzard conditions possible, total snow accumulations between 14 and 18 inches possible. Winds could gust as high as 55 miles per hour. In the location with the biggest impact is Bristol, Rhode Island County, with this being in effect from Sunday afternoon through Tuesday morning. The primary impact will be visibilities may drop below a quarter of a mile due to falling and blowing snow. While conditions are possible and may make travel treacherous and potentially life-threatening. And yeah, I gotta prepare for possible blizzard conditions and yeah, all that. The second one says winter storm watch remains in effect from Sunday morning through Tuesday morning, with the primary hazards being heavy snow possible, total snow accumulation between 8 and 13 inches possible, winds could gust as high as 50 miles per hour, with the primary areas affected being in Hartford, Tulane, and Windham counties. Basically, all of northern Connecticut. With this being in effect from Sunday morning to Tuesday morning, and the primary impacts will be travel could be difficult to impossible. The hazardous conditions could impact on Monday morning and even commutes. Gusty winds could bring down tree branches. And it says, monitor the latest forecast and updates on the situation. This one says, winter storm watch remains in effect from Sunday afternoon through Tuesday morning, with the primary hazards being heavy snow possible, total snow accumulations between 6 and 15 inches possible, winds could gust as high as 50 miles per hour. With the main with the locations being impacted including all of Massachusetts, east of the Berkshires, except for southeastern Massachusetts. And this is in effect from Sunday afternoon through Tuesday morning. The main impacts from this event will be travel could be very difficult to impossible. The hazardous conditions could impact the Monday morning and evening commutes. Gusty winds could bring down tree branches. Again, more latest forecast for updates on the situation. And of course, the last one, which is for my county, and therefore my area. Okay. Anyway, this one says winter storm watch remains in effect from Sunday afternoon through Tuesday morning, with the primary hazards being blizzard conditions possible, total snow accumulations between 10 and 17 inches possible, winds could gust as high as 60 miles per hour. In the main areas affected being portions of southeastern Massachusetts in Rhode Island. And this is in effect from Sunday afternoon to Tuesday morning. And the main impacts will be visibilities may drop below 1/4 of a mile due to falling blown snow. Rail conditions are possible and may make travel treacherous and potentially life-threatening. Yes, and of course, let's prepare for possible blizzard conditions continue tomorrow. Please forecast for updates on this situation. So, yeah. With my county in this winter storm watch, I'm gonna have to continue monitoring the whole situation as well. I don't know where. I don't know. Well, where. It's too early to think about it. It's just too early for that. But yeah. And of course, the storm watches for all of Massachusetts and Rhode Island's coastal waters. Obviously. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to start preparing for this tonight. Tonight, as a matter of fact. Because this will be starting tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah. Basically, have to start preparing tonight in the event that I somehow lose power. And, yeah. I have nothing much else to really say. Because I feel like I'm just gonna keep repeating the same stuff. That's all I feel like I'm gonna keep doing for the rest of this stream. Hmm. But yeah. If if any winter storm warnings get issued, which seems likely, pretty likely, dare I say, I will be updating you with one more stream. And, yeah. Hmm. Like I already just said, if any winter storm warnings get issued, I'll be live streaming again to talk about the update and the extent of this situation. And, yeah. It just looks like Rhode Island and it just looks like that Rhode Island and Southeast Massachusetts are gonna end up with the brunt of this whole storm. That's what it looks like, but hopefully not. Hopefully, wait. I don't know why I just said hopefully not when I already know how likely it is. But whatever. And like I already said several times now, I am gonna have to start preparing for this tonight because my county, including my area, is under this winter storm watch, which will therefore apply to any winter storm warning that gets issued for Rhode Island. And that's why, like, as a matter of fact, there's a good chance I could somehow lose power, even if it stays as a winter storm watch the whole time. Even if it does stay as a winter storm watch the whole time. But, yeah. This is pretty much the end of the stream because I have nothing else to talk about, or at least nothing that's relevant to this. Therefore, if you weren't here while this was live, watch due to VOD. And yeah, that is all I have to say now. So, with that being said, see you next time. Whether it's a YouTube video or yet another live stream. Once again, the next live stream, which is more likely, will be about this ongoing winter weather situation for southern New England. However, this stream has come to an end now. So therefore, see you next time.